You have a scar somewhere on your body right now, maybe on your knee, maybe on your hand. You probably forgot how it got there, but your body never forgot. And here is what almost nobody tells you. That patch of tissue is not dead skin sitting quietly on top of you. It is active. It is still remembering, and in rare cases, it can turn into something dangerous. Think about what a scar actually is. Your skin gets cut, blood rushes in, platelets clump together, then fibroblast cells arrive and start weaving new collagen to close the gap. This process is fast, urgent, almost desperate. Your body is not trying to rebuild your skin perfectly. It is trying to stop you from bleeding out. Speed matters more than precision. That is why scar tissue never looks quite like the skin around it. It is a patch job, not a restoration. Here is the strange part. In 1863, a pathologist named Rudolf Virchow noticed something odd. He saw that tumors often formed at sites of chronic irritation and injury. He proposed that ongoing inflammation could somehow prime tissue toward cancer. At the time, almost nobody took him seriously. Doctors thought scars were just scars, inert, finished, done healing, but Virchow's idea would not go away. More than a century later, a Harvard researcher named Harold Dvorak revisited the question. In 1986, he published a paper with a startling title. Tumors, he argued, behave like wounds that never stop healing. Cancer cells hijack the same signals your body uses to repair injuries. They summon blood vessels the way a healing wound does. They recruit immune cells the way a scar does. The difference is that a wound eventually stops. A tumor does not know how to stop. So why does this matter for your own scars? Most scars heal and go quiet. The fibroblasts finish their job and settle down. But sometimes, especially with burns, chronic wounds, or scars that never fully close, the repair signal keeps firing. Cells keep dividing long after they should have stopped. This condition even has a name. Doctors call it a Marjolin's ulcer, first described in the 1800s, when a scar unexpectedly transforms into a slow-growing skin cancer, sometimes decades after the original injury. Why would this happen? Chronic inflammation is the likely culprit. When tissue stays irritated for years, it keeps producing growth signals meant for short-term repair. Over time, those signals can damage the DNA of nearby cells. Mutations accumulate. Normal repair becomes disordered growth. Your body's own healing machinery, the same system that saved you after the original cut, becomes the mechanism of harm. Researchers studying keloid scars, the thick, raised scars some people form after even minor cuts, have found something similar. Wound healing biologist Paul Martin, who has spent decades studying how skin repairs itself, has shown that the line between healing and overhealing is controlled by a delicate balance of signals. Tip that balance too far for too long, and the body stops distinguishing between repair and overgrowth. Does this mean every scar is a hidden risk? No. The vast majority of scars are completely safe. Marjolin's ulcers are exceedingly rare. Most scars simply sit there, quiet and finished for the rest of your life. But the discovery reframes something you probably never thought twice about. That silvery line on your knee is not a monument to the past. It is living tissue, still listening for signals, still capable of responding decades after the injury healed. Doctors now watch old scars differently because of this. A wound that reopens without explanation. A scar that suddenly thickens or starts to ulcerate or refuses to heal the way it once did. These are treated as signals worth investigating, not simply cosmetic changes. The skin, it turns out, keeps a kind of long-term memory of trauma, one written in cell signaling rather than conscious thought. And that is the real twist hiding underneath your skin. You already knew your brain holds onto memories long after an event ends. You did not know your skin does something similar. Every scar is proof your body once fought to keep you alive, sealed the wound, and moved on. But moving on is never quite the same as forgetting. You carry your history in your skin, not as a scar, as a live line, still connected to a system built to protect you and still, in rare moments, capable of reminding you that it never really finished the job.